Waves crash against my rowboat as I push forward. You may be thinking, how? How did I end up here? The story began months ago in a Tortuga tavern, where a drunken sailor gave me a map. His brother, Davy Jones, vanished, searching for a legendary treasure on this island. I promised to find him. And the treasure, of course. The island looks like a paradise, but I know better. If the treasure is real, danger awaits. My only companion, a parrot, squawks to warn me. It's time to uncover the truth.
Embark on a thrilling VR journey in Pirates VR Jolly Roger, where legends of lost treasure and cursed islands come to life. Stranded on a remote Caribbean island, you uncover dark secrets, face off against undead pirates, and fight your way through treacherous landscapes, all while guided by your trusty but sarcastic parrot companion. Journey across a stunning open-world Caribbean island filled with... Hang on, no, I've just got to stop right there. For a start, that parrot can do one. That's really annoying. And it's not really open world. At the start of this game trailer, it makes you believe it's visually stunning, but it's not quite like the footage in this trailer. Let's get into the details. So let's get straight into it. So the graphical quality, it's not bad. It's a decent level. The visuals are not bad in this game at all. It's just from this opening scene, you can see it's nothing like the trailer. The trailer detail was pretty fantastic, but this is not that same kind of level of detail. The visual quality is pretty decent in the opening area. Once you get to the Caribbean island, it is pretty beautiful, to be honest. There's very minimal issues with this level of detail. You will find on the pirate ships in the distance a little bit of anti-aliasing, and there is some texture pop-ups in places. But overall, it's a decent looking game, so you're not going to be overly disappointed. It's just a shame, but the most beautiful part of this game is this opening area, and then once you move on to the chapter 2, you will be inside for the rest of the game, and you don't really get to appreciate the graphical quality. It's dark, it's dingy, but it's got that atmosphere, so again, it's not bad. The lighting effects from the lanterns is really nice. Just kind of a bit of a gripe, but your hand is holding it horizontally, but your hand is actually vertical. Just feels a little bit odd. I just want to take a moment to address the parrot. Oh, well, why? Why do we have annoying characters talking to you constantly in games? I know it's supposed to be a companion and it's supposed to be funny, but generally I didn't find it funny. I also found it quite unhelpful in occasion, or too helpful in other occasions, where it's basically, as soon as I walked into a zone, it's kind of telling me, why don't you come over here and pull these levers? It's like, I didn't need this. I don't need, let me explore, let me try to find things out. If you did want the companion, give me an option to press a button or go up and talk to it if I wanted a hint. But it was giving me the solution or telling me exactly where to go. It wasn't helpful. It's annoying. We didn't need it. Just don't. We don't need these kind of things in games. Well, this is going to be quite an easy section because there isn't much story to this game. You're playing as Pirate. You know, the character doesn't even have a first name or anything, and it just doesn't sound convincing as a pirate. Even Guybrush Threepwood sounded more pirate than this dude does. Basically, you've been asked to go to the island, been given a map by another pirate, the brother of Davy Jones, and he's not come back. You've got to go and find him, blah blah blah, there's treasure. It's just got no kind of oomph to the story, nothing much really compelling you as far as that goes. So for story, it's not why you would play this game, really. So what is the point to Pirates VR Jolly Roger? Well, in terms of gameplay, the open area at the start is good for kind of learning the basics, and you're going to be exploring, climbing, finding loot, and then a bit of general puzzle solving, and then later in the game you do get some combat. The combat's not terrible, but it's not massively impactful either, but it does add a bit of variation to there. At first you just get the lantern. This has a special ability where you charge it up and this can be used to defeat the undead enemies, and then you do get a pistol a little bit further on. Of course there's loot to collect as well, coins and goblets, and then you have the oil for the lantern and your pistol bullets. So there's plenty to explore within the nooks and crannies of the world. So is there any point collecting all this loot? Well, there is a speed climbing section you can go into, and you need to have unlocked a certain amount of money and goblets to get to that. Or you've got the axe throwing game, and I tell you, I spent way too much time trying to get a decent score on this axe throwing. But 40 is my highest so far. It's not as easy as you think. Just feel like Pirates VR has so many missed opportunities. Like the foliage and the vines, if these were physical and you're pushing that away, it would just feel so much more immersive. And pots, you can shoot the pots to break them, but you can't hit them with an axe. It's just, I don't really understand why this would be the case. Even something as simple as putting a key in a lock and turning it, the game does it for you. I want to physically do it. You want it to be VR AF. Overall, I did have fun playing the game. It's not a bad game by any means, but you just need to bear in mind, it is quite short. I clocked in about 3 hours, but that's gathering footage and trying to really explore. But you may get through it in 2 hours, it may take you about 4 hours. There's a little bit of replay value there if you want to get in for the Platinum Trophy. Just still feel like the game could have been so much more than it is. Right now, I'd probably say wait for a sale, but unless you really like pirate adventures, then it may be for you.
Danger! Danger!